Welcome to EEP class, English Enhancement program. And before going to start, I would like to talk 2 points. Number 1, why is this EEP first of all? You see, in many entrance examinations like IIT, JEE, civils, etc., students from South India face many obstacles in answering the English questions properly. You know the reason? See, there are lengthier questions. The questions are very lengthy with a limited period of time. That's why you are, sometimes you are unable to read them properly, you are unable to understand them, you are unable to analyze the question properly. Answer may be short, but question will be somewhat lengthy. When you are listening to the regular classes, you listen and understand and learn them in the exam point of view. That's why your knowledge is limited to the examinations. But here it is objective type. Analysis is very important. So exactly this EEP helps you to enhance your vocabulary skills. It helps in enhancing your understanding skills, helps you in your analytical skills, If you pay enough attention while we are explaining to you by opening your worksheets, EEP worksheets in front of you, then you will be able to understand perfectly. And second point is buying the EEP books, not just EEP books. See what I have just told you. If you are lacking in vocabulary, understanding, reading and analytical skills, this EEP helps you in enhancing your all these skills. But what you have to do is you need to keep that worksheets in front of you while we are explaining it. So for this purpose you need to buy books. Most of you might have bought, but I am telling for those who didn't buy, who haven't bought yet. Understand? So please buy the books. They help you in understanding these classes in a better way. Okay, so that's all about it. Now let's get started. As part of EEP classes, today we are going to discuss 8th class first 5 passages, passages number 1 to 5. Okay, let me read out the passage and make you understand it. Afterwards we will discuss or analyze the questions. So for this purpose, please open your EEP worksheets, the book in front of you, and look into it while I am reading the passage. Now the first one. The American computer giant IBM decided to have some parts manufactured in Japan as a trial. Understand? As a trial. They did not have the regular habit of manufacturing their products in Japan, but they want to test. First. In the specifications, they set standard that they will accept only 3 defective pieces per 10,000 pieces. You see, it means what? Are they asking 3 different, except these 10,000, are they asking 3 separate defected products? Let us see. When the delivery came to IBM, there was a letter accompanying it. Accompanying it means adding to it. We Japanese people had a hard time understanding the North American business practices. See, first of all, they spent a lot of time. Why they asked only 3 defective pieces per 10,000 pieces? Okay, after lots of efforts, they understood. But the 3 defective parts per 10,000 pieces have been separately manufactured and they have been included in the consignment in a separate package mentioned defective pieces as required, not for use. You see, what Americans expected, IBM expected, if at all there are any defective pieces, that number should be reduced to 3 only. But what Japanese people understood, okay, they manufactured 3 separate defective pieces. It means what? They have manufactured 10,000 perfect pieces. Okay, next. Hope this meets your requirement. In some workplaces, perfection is a habit, not just an attitude. Of course, it is not written by them. See here, what they have written, defective pieces as required, not for use. That's what they have written, okay. See, that is the attitude or the work nature. We should not say attitude, it is a work nature of a Japanese company, okay. Hope you have understood the passage story well. Now let us analyze the questions. Number 1, write a suitable title to this passage. Suitable title. See, we can take the last lines. Perfection is a habit, not just an attitude. It fits to this passage. But if at all, if any title strikes your mind, please discuss that title with your teacher, okay. Next, number 2, why did the Japanese company manufacture 3 defective pieces? Option A, it was demanded by IBM. Okay, let us see the second one. It was usual to have defective pieces. Next, see, it was conveyed to them, to the Japanese people, that IBM accepts only 3 defective pieces. Okay, let us see the fourth option also. It was meant for spare parts. Did they ask 3 defective products for using spare parts? No. C will be the accurate answer. Look at here, it was conveyed to them that, it was conveyed in the letter that IBM accepts only 3 defective pieces per 10,000 pieces. Understood? So, accurate answer is C itself. Number 3, from this passage we can guess that, option A, IBM did not have the attitude of perfection. Is it right? IBM did not have the attitude of perfection. Maybe that might be the reason for asking the Japanese people to manufacture only 3 defective products. Number 2 means option B, IBM had defective pieces among their products. This might be the reason also, one of the reasons. Option C, IBM didn't expect perfection from others. Is it right? Yes, if you look at the 3 options, IBM didn't expect perfection because it is not perfect, okay. IBM had defective pieces among their products, that's why it expects the defective products. IBM didn't have attitude of perfection, that's why it thought that any manufacturer company makes some defective products. That's why option D will become the right answer, all the above. Number 4, the Japanese company could not understand the IBM's instruction. Yes, see, in the passage in the third line, we Japanese people had a hard time understanding the North American business practices. Yes, they spend a lot of time to understand the depth meaning of the lines, okay. So, the Japanese company could not understand the IBM's instruction because the reason is A, they thought that the company must produce defective products. Is it compulsion to produce defective products for any company? Not at all. Option B, they didn't have the habit of producing defective pieces. Yes, you can understand, among the 10,000 pieces, they didn't manufacture even a single defective piece. Now option C, it may be the right. They could not understand English. If they could not understand English, they could not have written the reply properly. Number 4, all the above. See, option B might seem accurate. Look at the option B once again. Let us analyze. They didn't have the habit of producing defective pieces. That's why they produced 10,000 perfect products and separately 3 defective products. Next, 5th question. Identify the true statement. IBM wanted the Japanese company to produce defective pieces. No. It expected that Japanese could produce all the best products, okay, without any defect. B, IBM didn't expect that the Japanese could produce without defects. It might seem closer to the right statement. Let us analyze the C also. IBM could not convey their message properly. Of course, it might seem somewhat closer, option B and C, and D, all the above. If the option A is also right one, then we can say all the above, like the 4th question. But here the Option A in fifth question is completely wrong. That's why we cannot go with the option D. Now let us come to B and C. IBM didn't expect that Japanese could produce without defects. That's why it accompanied one letter that only 3 defective products are accepted per 10,000 pieces. Next, IBM could not convey their message properly. Yes, that's why they had a hard time to understand the North American business practices. But between two, B and C, B could be the more accurate. That's why we could go with B. Understand? When compared to B, C is less accurate. Okay, that's why, my dear students, we keep right answer as B. Now, hope you have understood the first passage. Now let me enter into second one. Please look into your books again. Spider web. The story title is Spider web. Let me read out loudly. Please look into your books. All spiders spin webs. That's because webs help spiders. Webs help spiders do 3 things. Webs help spiders hold eggs. Webs help spiders hide. And webs help spiders catch food. These are the 3 things. Webs help spiders hold eggs. Many spiders like to lay their eggs in their webs. The webs help keep the eggs together. Webs help spiders keep their eggs safe. Second one, webs help spiders hide. Most spiders are dark. They are brown, grey or black. But spider webs are light. They are white and cloudy. When spiders hide in their webs, they are harder to see. Webs help spiders catch food. Spider webs are sticky. When a bug flies into the web, it gets stuck. It moves around. It tries to get out, but it can't. It is trapped. Spiders can tell that the bug is trapped. Spiders can tell the other ones that a bug or the bug is trapped. That's because spiders feel the web move. When the spider is hungry, it goes to the bug and eats it. Okay? As you can see, webs help spiders hold eggs. Webs help spiders hide. And webs help spiders catch food. Without webs, spiders would not be able to live like they do. Spiders need their webs to survive, to live. Okay? Now, let us analyze the questions one by one. Number 1, this passage is mostly about. Is it about spider colors? Mostly about. No, not about spider colors. B, spider webs. Yes. Look at the C option also. Spider eggs. No. Spider colors and spider eggs are the part of this passage. But most probably, this passage talks about spider webs. Okay, option B is the right one. Number 2, spider webs help spiders only to hold eggs, only to catch food or find water. C are given. A, only 1. B, 1 and 2 only. C, 1, 2 and 3. What is the right answer? Yes, spider webs help spiders to hold eggs, to catch food. So, 1 and 2. 1 and 2 only. So, option B could be the right answer. 3. Number 3. As used in paragraph 4, please look into paragraph 4. The word trapped most nearly means. What is the near meaning for this trapped? Is it stuck? Is it hidden? Is it eaten? It's not eaten. It's not even hidden. It must be stuck. Okay, trap. Okay, next one, 4th. How can spiders tell when something is trapped in their web? Yes, interesting. They hear it. By hearing, could they know that any bug is trapped? No. By smelling, could they know that any bug is trapped? No. They feel it. Option C. Yes, by feeling, because there is a movement in the web. When any bug stuck to the web, there is a movement. It can feel. What can feel? spider can feel. So they feel it. Option C is the accurate answer. Number 5, as used in the last sentence of the passage, the word survive means to stay alive, stay hidden, stay caught. Yes, survive means to stay alive, to stay alive. So option A could be the right one. Number 6, questions for discussion. 2 questions are given. Number 1, why does a spider spin web? Because it can't survive without web. The passage lists 3 reasons why spiders spin webs. What are they? Yes, to hold eggs, to catch food, to hide. These are the 3 reasons why spiders use their web. Number 7, it's very interesting, my dear students. Why doesn't the spider get stuck on its web? Why? See, all the threads in the web are not sticky. That's why they walk on. Spiders walk on the non-sticky threads. That is the reason they don't stuck. They don't stuck to the web. Very interesting. Now, second passage is over. Now let us come to third one. Robots. Robots. Very interesting. Let's see. Let me read out. Please look into your books. A robot is a machine, but it is not just any machine. It is a special kind of machine. It is a machine that moves, that follows instructions. The instructions come from a computer. Because it is a machine, it does not make mistakes, and it does not get tired, and it never complains unless you tell it to. Robots are all around us. Some robots are used to make things. For example, robots can help make cars. Some robots are used to explore dangerous places. To explore dangerous places, my dear students. Not they are dangerous, but to explore. Robots are used to explore dangerous places. For example, robots can help explore volcanoes. Some robots are used to clean things at home or at hotels. These robots can help vacuum your house. Some robots can even recognize your words. They can be used to help answer telephone calls also. So, as they are able to recognize your words and voice, they are used in answering telephone calls. Some robots look like humans, but most robots do not. Okay, most robots just look like machines. Most of them are like machines, but some look like human beings. Long ago, people imagined robots. See, it is not the contemporary subject. Long ago, it was imagined by some people. Over 2000 years ago, a famous poet imagined robots. A famous poet. The poet's name was Homer. His robots were made of gold because it was imagination. Okay, they cleaned things and they made things like cars, like vacuuming your house, but they were not real because it is imaginary. Nobody was able to make real robot. The first real robot was made in 1961. It was called Animate. A-N-I not U-N-I. Okay, Animate. It was used to help make cars. First robot was made in 1961. It was used in making cars. It looked like a giant arm. It doesn't have human shape. You can understand. In the future, we will have even more robots. They will do things that we can't do, or they will do things that we don't want to. Okay, they don't want to, or they will do things that are too dangerous for us. Sometimes you can see, as in Robo film, okay, in which Rajnikant acted, you see few things the robot did mischievous. Robots will help us fight fires. They will help us fight wars also. They will help us fight sickness. They will help us in your sickness. They will help us discover things. They will help make life better. Okay, did we discuss all the useful things of robots or the dangerous things of robots? Yes, useful things of robots, useful things done by robots. Now let us come to the analysis of questions. Number 1, As used in paragraph 1, we can understand that something special is not normal, not expensive. Something special is not normal, something special is not expensive, something special is not perfect, something special is not tired. Which one is suitable? Special means what? Extraordinary, not ordinary, means not normal. So, option A could be the right one. Option A, normal. Special is not normal. Understand? Next, number 2. According to the author, robots may be used. Robots may be used. Make cars, explore volcanoes, answer telephone calls. Seems 3 are right. That's why option D, 1, 2 and 3. Option D is the right option. 3. Third question. What is the main purpose of paragraph 2? What is the main purpose of paragraph 2? Let us see. To show how easy it is to make a robot? No. They didn't talk about making robot. Next, B. To tell what a robot is? Maybe. Let us see. C. Option C. To describe the things a robot can do. In the paragraph 2, we didn't talk about to tell what a robot is. We didn't talk about what a robot is. C may be the accurate, but look at the D also. To explain the difference between a robot and a machine. No. So, option C could be the more accurate. Let us see. To describe things a robot can do. That a robot can do. That is what discussed in the paragraph 2. Number 4. According to the passage, when was the first real robot made? Imaginary robot or different from the real robot? 2000 years back it was imagined by a famous poet, Homer. But now, when was the real robot manufactured? Okay, when? In 1961. That's right, option A. Fifth one, using the information in the passage as a guide, which of these gives the best use of a robot? According to the passage, what are the best usages? Which of these is the best one? Look at the first one. To help make a sandwich. Do we use robots to make sandwich? Okay. B. To help tie shoelaces. Okay. Number C. To help read a book. And why don't you read instead that? Number 4. To help explore Mars. Might be. Exploring Mars, the point is not given, but see one thing, robots can be used in exploring many things. Volcanoes, dangerous things, fires, sickness, and we can use even to explore the Mars also. Understand? So, to help Mars, to explore Mars. So, option D, to help explore Mars is the right option. C. Sixth one. Which of these statements correctly summarizes how the author of this passage feels about robots? And which of these things suggest that? How author feels about the robot? Let's look into here. Option A. Robots are old. No. Robots are confusing. No. Robots are helpful. Somewhat are more accurate. Now option D. Robots are dangerous. See, my dear students, the dangerous things done by robots are discussed, but not the robots are dangerous themselves. So, option C could be the most accurate one. Now, let us see the seventh one, question for discussion. Near the end of the passage, the author says that in the future we will have even more robots. The author concludes by telling us that will help make life better. What do you think about this? Do you think this is true? Means robots will help us in future? Will robots help make life better? Why or why not? Explain. Okay, please discuss this one with your teacher. Now I am entering into the fourth passage, material, or the story of materials. Now look here, a material is what something is made of. Something is made of or made from. There are 5 basic materials. Most things are made with these materials. Some things are made of metal, some things are made of glass, some things are made of wood, some things are made of cloth, and some things are made of plastic. There are some other materials, but they are not used as much as these 5 materials. Let's talk about metal first. Metal is very heavy and it is very hard and strong. It usually feels cool if you touch it. We use metal to make lots of things. We use it for forks and knives. We use it for keys. We use it for cars. We use it for these things because it is very strong. Metal, okay? Next, let's talk about glass. Glass is very smooth. It feels cool to touch. It is not as heavy as metal. Understand? As heavy, it is not as heavy as metal. It is hard, but it is not strong. It is hard, but not strong. It breaks very easily. Glass breaks very easily. Then, why do we use it? Why do we use? If it breaks easily, why do we use? We use it because it is clear, means transparent. We can see through glass. That's why we use it for windows. That's also why we use it for glasses. Yes, because since it is transparent, even though it breaks easily, we use it. Next, now let's talk about wood. Wood is lighter than metal and glass. Lighter. You see, first one is heavy. Okay, first one is heavy. Second one is not that much heavy. Okay, lighter. Now wood. Wood is lighter than metal and glass. It is not as strong as metal, but it is much stronger than glass. We use wood to make lots of things. Things made from wood are usually light and strong, hard and strong. Chairs and tables are made from wood. Pencils are made from wood. Now let's talk about cloth. Cloth is very light. It is much lighter than wood. See, the author is giving the explanation of explanation from heavier things to the lighter things. We use cloth to make lots of things. For example, it is used to make clothing and it is used to make blankets. Now let's talk about plastic. Plastic is also very light, but it is different from cloth. Sometimes it is soft and sometimes it is hard. Plastic can be used to make thin plastic bags. These are light, soft and strong. But plastic can also be used to make bicycle helmets. These are light, hard and strong. A helmet and a bag seem different. A helmet and a bag seem different, but they are both made from plastic. Now let us analyze the questions. Number 1, which sentence from the passage best describes the main idea? Main idea means the total theme of the passage, the main theme, core objective. Look at first one. We use cloth to make lots of things. See, describing about cloth is just a part of the passage. Number 2, B. Metal is very heavy. Describing about metal is also the part, one of the parts in the passage. C. There are 5 basic materials. Of course, it seems more accurate. Number 4, option D. A helmet and a bag seem different. Of course, explaining about plastic is also one of the parts. Now option C is the right answer because it describes about all these 5 basic materials. Number 2, according to the passage, which of these things is a material? Not metal, material. Remember, so material is what? Something which is made of. Remember, chairs. Is it a material or is it made of a material? Yes, chair is made of a material called wood. Option B, clothing. Clothing is also made of cloth. Number 3, windows. Windows are also made of glass. Number 4, wood. Yes, wood is a material. Third question, according to the passage, how does glass feel? Does it feel smooth and cool? Does it feel warm and soft? No. Does it feel light and hard? Plastic is light, okay, lighter than this glass. And does it feel sharp and heavy? No. So option A, come to the option A once again. Glass feels smooth and cool. When you touch it, it feels cool. Okay, option A. Number 4, in paragraph 4, the passage says, wood is lighter than metal and glass. Wood is lighter than metal and glass. What is the main purpose of this sentence? Is it to explain something? Is it to recommend something? To use it, to buy it? No. Is it to compare something? Of course, let us see the fourth one. To demonstrate something? We are not showing. Okay, demonstrate means showing. Okay, so we are not showing anything, we are not recommending anything, we are not explaining. Of course, explanation, but in the form of comparison here. So the accurate answer is C, to compare something. To compare something. Number 5, which material would you use if you want to make something that was strong and very light? My dear students, if you remove the word adverb very in the question, you see the difference. Okay, which material would you use if you want to make something, or any material you can say, okay, something that was strong, that should be strong and that should be light. Which one? Is it plastic? Do you use plastic? Do you use wood? Do you use metal or glass? If it is strong and light, we should not prefer metal and glass. So option C and D are eliminated. Come to the option A and B. See that plastic and wood. That's what I have just told you. If you remove the word very light, very, okay, if you just think about strong and light, you can prefer wood. Just because of one word very, you can prefer plastic, because very light, understand, very light. Plastic is lighter than wood. Wood is lighter than glass and metal. That's a different thing. But here plastic is also in the picture, in the option. That's why we go with option A. Question number 6. In this passage, the author talks about hard things first, then soft things, heavy things first, then light things, strong things first, then weak things, cool things first, then warm things. What have I just told you? I have told you author described heavy things first, then light things. So option B is the right answer. Now, question for discussion. In this passage, we learn about 5 different materials. Which of these materials do you think is the best? Why? Please discuss this with your classmates and with your teacher. Question number 8, question for discussion. In this passage, we learned about 5 different materials. Which of these materials would you think is worst and why? Please share your opinion with your teacher. Hope you have understood this 4th passage. As we have 5 passages in the syllabus, let me wind up with the explanation of 4 passages, and please do the 5th passage as homework. With this, I wind up today's class. Hope you have understood today's class. We will meet in the next EEP class. See you all.